Hello, dear friends. Is the internet dead? This old theory, which presumed that the day is not far off when bots will overrun humans, seems to be coming true in at least one particular dimension. And this is what the Cloudflare CEO, basis the complete internet traffic, recently spoke about. And that is exactly what I am going to analyze today. Is the internet dead? And in what sense are we even presuming that the internet is dead? The bot traffic has actually overrun humans. So let us try to see what is happening. See, for the past 30 years, since the internet came into being royally, we imagine the internet as billions of human beings searching, reading, clicking, buying, arguing, learning, and watching. And that is exactly how this beautiful thing called the internet came into existence, being, and it flourished. Matthew Prince, the Cloudflare CEO, has now said that he was surprised and shocked to see that bot traffic has crossed human traffic on the internet. And the reason he was shocked, he had assumed that this would happen much later, but it has already happened. And for that, he gives a certain data point also, the bot traffic being around 57% compared to the remaining being human. So for you and me, the normal users, the internet may still look human on the surface, but underneath, actually machines are generating far more requests than humans can ever imagine. And to get a first-hand feel of that, all you need to do is, when you type in a query on GPT or Gemini, just see the number of sites that the AI bot, which is triggered when you type in a query, serves. That you and me could never have done. When we actually try finding an answer by ourselves on the internet, we may visit 3, 4, or 5 websites. The bot on our behalf may actually visit several hundred. And that is how the bot traffic has overrun human traffic on the internet. So that's quite something. That's quite something. But what are the implications? The implications are actually very serious. And that's what we are going to see now. We had 30 years of a fantastic organic engagement on the internet. But now the bot traffic is close to 60%. What do the bot armies do? Well, everything that a human being can do at 100 times the volume and speed. Web crawling and scraping, advertising fraud, spam and influence campaigns, content generation, and ultimately, when you ask ChatGPT for a certain thing, certain answer, it just collects and compiles latest facts and figures, matches it with the patterns it has learned during training, and spits out the answer, right? So that's where this comes from, the content generation part. And if bot traffic truly overruns human traffic, which it has, and this trend holds, which it will, erosion of trust, manipulated trend, economic waste, and the rise of soullessness seem to be a possibility. But let us not lose heart. There are certain brighter sides to the story as well, which we will now delve into. So the dead internet theory precisely is this. This is the last part of the video as well. So be with me till the end. Wonderful things coming up. This is the radar data of Cloudflare. So around 60% now of the HTTP request to the HTML content is bot. Now, does that mean that the bots are spending more time online? Not at all, not at all. It only means that the number of web requests being made by the bots is actually outdoing the number of requests made by human beings. So the pipes of the web are more machine driven than human driven. That is all it means. And bots and AI, because it is a soulless thing, it doesn't have any intelligence of its own, a mind, brain, heart, emotions of its own. Every single human piece of interaction on the internet will remain purely human for always, forever. Now, there is a very interesting aspect, old bots versus the new. Even the bots have changed, imagine. While this CEO fellow, Matthew Prince, had predicted that it would be at the end of 27 and the start of 28 that this major shift will happen, it has happened right now. So what is the alarm bell? It's not just the bots have overtaken human beings, but that the acceleration has surprised even people who are right into the thick of monitoring this traffic thing. Now, old bots versus new bots. Let us try and answer this question. How did this accelerate so badly, or rather so heavily? The answer is very simple. You see, right from the beginning of the internet, there used to be bots. After all, the Google search engine had robots, right? It would crawl the net. That is a bot. But that is the old internet. They would do search engine crawling, spamming, defrauding, scraping, monitoring. For 20 years, they have been there. But the new wave of the bots is very different. These are AI agents which are browsing the web on behalf of human beings. So when you ask a question to the LLM chatbot, as a part of the inferencing process, the bot tries collecting data and forming an answer based on the learned patterns during the training. So these new bots actually are new. They are not like the old bots at all. Search engine crawlers, spam bots, scrapers, monitoring tools. Now we have AI agents browsing for human beings, performing multi-step complex tasks autonomously or semi-autonomously, requiring human-level attention and personalized assistance. So from simple repetition to intelligent actioning and decision making, there has been a very steady and a very certain shift. There is no point denying this. And this shift is what has caused a massive explosion in the bot traffic on the internet. The rise of agentic AI also has led to it. Now, when you and me are trying to buy, for example, a phone or a camera, how many websites can you logically visit? 5, 6, 7, that's it. An AI agent may visit several hundred or several thousand. So suppose you tell a bot, you share your intention. I wish to buy this book or this kind of a book. The number of machine actions one human intent can create is perhaps 1,000 or 2,000. So naturally, the bot traffic had to overrun human traffic. And that is why the internet becomes very busy, even if fewer humans are directly browsing, because each human intention is getting multiplied by a factor of 100. Now, there is a very serious fallout of this very simple fact that the bots have now created more traffic than the human beings. See, my dear friends, since the beginning of 1990s, the commercial internet is designed around a very simple assumption. A human being is looking at it. That's it. With eyes and a brain and emotions and a heart on the hands which are playing on the keyboard. Advertising systems, Google AdWords, Google AdSense, CPM, CPC, cost per click, affiliate links, conversion funnels, publisher revenue, e-commerce design, search engine optimization, analytics, everything assumes that human beings have been visiting you. But if the majority traffic is bot, then these systems fail. The beautifully designed and garnished websites, they have no meaning. The bots have no eyes, they see no color, they see no design, they have no taste, they cannot appreciate how tastefully the website has been made. It is bare bones. They'll go just to the content, compare, and give the query, the person who has queried, what he or she needs. So that's a very fundamental change. Now, the majority traffic signal is not attention at all, it is automated activity. So, what is happening is that the AI agents are definitely creating demand, but they are not normal human customers. They have no interest in your advertisements. They don't linger on pages, they move fast. There is no impulse buying at all because of banner placement. They don't scroll emotionally through a lifestyle blog. That means if your website is actually suddenly getting a lot of traffic, and if most of it is bot traffic, which Google Analytics can actually hint at, though not explicitly always tell you so, it is useless for monetization purpose. So the busiest internet ever may end up becoming the least monetizable internet ever. And that is saying something. So the commercial internet's foundation was all about human attention, human attention, human attention. Everything was built for that. Stickiness. But the modern reality is that agents, they really give a damn. They have no interest, they have no emotions, there is no impulse buying, nothing. It is absolutely cold fact seeking basis the query that has been asked. And that was asked by a human beings. So agents ignore advertisement, they quickly scrape and move on. There is no impulse action, pure data fetching, zero emotions. So that means revenues drop precipitously. So entirely new models of monetization need to be thought of, and Google itself is at huge risk because of this. I hope you understand that. Not that its revenue will collapse, but the rate of growth may suffer substantially because it's bought traffic now on the sites where you have AdSense and AdWord enabled. So AI agents are the middlemen now. There are no human middlemen. These are AI agents. One thing is for sure, all the emotional connect with the internet will always remain human. But the practical and material connect will shift to the bots. Humans are dominating as far as the time spent is concerned, not in terms of number of visits, but the sheer time spent on apps, streaming platforms, social feeds, messaging, entertainment. But the number of page load requests with agents could be hundreds of times more, as I just discussed. So humans are emotionally and socially central to the internet as it has existed for 35 years now. Bots are the technical traffic layer. If these two can be separated, then our hearts can rest at peace that good, we haven't lost the internet to the bots. But what about the monetization part of it? How do you make money out of it? So there are serious headwinds there. So now, the moment you ask ChatGPT or Gemini or Perplexity or any other chatbot, the agent itself becomes the browser, researcher, recommender, negotiator, filter. So website designers will have to suddenly wake up to a world where they design for bots. But the question then is the humans may not like the design at all. So you have to strike a balance. You have to look good to the humans and be functionally very good for the agents. Otherwise, the agents will simply ignore you and move on. And that would be a problem. So humans will remain emotionally and socially central to the web, but bots and agents will dominate the technical traffic layer. And that is how the huge break on the internet is now happening in real time before our eyes. My dear friends, if you wish to learn this and far more, I invite you to join the June cohort of my AI Turbocharger. On 13th of June, Saturday, from 8 a.m., I'll be conducting this entire program for one full day live. 12 comprehensive sessions, 1 hour each. We'll cover everything, including the tools that you can start using immediately later on. And AI Turbocharger, the June cohort, you can check out this link in the comment and immediately enroll. If you still haven't started seriously learning AI, this can be the starting point. You may like it, you may hate it, but AI is here to stay. Some AI companies may collapse someday, but AI is here to stay. So why not make the most of it? Why not start doing good stuff with it? Welcome. So websites need to be redesigned? Absolutely. And how? Well, for years, everyone optimized for Google search. That's why we had SEO. All that is gone. Now you need to do generative engine optimization for AI agents. Your question changes. Will a human click my link too? Will an AI agent read my page, trust it, summarize it, and recommend it? I think that is truly a path-breaking change. You may not like it, but it has happened already, right? And you made it happen every time you queried via an LLM, you actually made it happen. So now we have a new economy of machine readable influence. So what was this dead internet thing all about? Well, very simple. The theory says that the web will eventually or may eventually become a place where bots do everything, create content, bots are reading content, bots are commenting on. And in fact, a lot of it is bot traffic. If you look at Twitter X, so much of nonsensical bot traffic, although they try to contain it, but it is happening. And humans will become a minority presence. Many people said this is the foolish conspiracy theory, but sadly, we are actually seeing it happen right now. So Matthew Prince also says that AI may democratize creation because people have tools that they earlier never had, and so a lot more creation is happening. But the human first internet, definitely it seems, is not alive in the sense that it used to be. Whether you like it or you do not, if you're using AI, then you made it happen. I hope this was an interesting session. If you liked it, please do share this with your friend and press the like button. Since you're here, I request you to please subscribe to the channel Billion Hopes. You may also choose to check out the various membership levels we have and become a member. Thank you so much. I'll be back with newer and more interesting things. Thank you so much.